Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I rise today in very strong support of SB 679. I represent parts of Los Angeles, and I was very surprised about a week ago to see an article in the LA Times about the most expensive rental markets in the nation. Now, I would fully expect to see Santa Monica, a coastal community, on that list, San Francisco on that list, but I was shocked to see my little suburban city of Glendale in the top 5 in the nation of rental properties. So what's happening in LA? What's happening is we still have a lot of communities out there without any kind of rent control or rent protections beyond what the state has now done for the next several years. We have a situation where for many years we had people calling my office complaining that their rents have been raised. Not 10%, not 20%, not 30%, but 100%. We saw rent increases of 100%, sometimes multiple times. We have senior women, now the face of homeless in Los Angeles, with senior women being the fastest rising group of our homeless population. And of course, we all know that the biggest crisis that most people will cite in Los Angeles County and maybe even statewide is homelessness. Now, one thing that may not be obvious is that it is much more expensive to service someone once they are homeless. It is much more expensive to take care of a person and to get them off the streets once they have lost their apartment, once they have fallen prey to crime perhaps on the streets and been traumatized, once they have lost all the material goods, once they've lost their identification. Once they fall into that morass, it is much more expensive to help them. So while this bill might sound like it's expensive, this is keeping us from being penny wise and pound foolish, and it's putting the investments into keeping people housed, keeping a roof over their heads. It also does what so many of us in Los Angeles County have been asking for, which is a better coordinated county-wide regional effort. And if those of you who have been in local government in Los Angeles know how difficult it can be when a person may have one type of services offered to them literally on one side of the street and a whole other agency and a whole other range of services literally on the other side of the street. This is the beginning, I hope, of consolidating some of that into a much more comprehensive type of case management. Lastly, I will just say what my constituents say to me all the time. Housing is a human right, and the rents are too damn high. And we have the chance here to at least start to do something about both of those. I would urge an aye vote.